Antim Panghal. She just turned 19 and has already been making all the right noises around wrestling. Let's talk about her professional accomplishments first. Not too many to rattle off, given her age and just the very short span that she's been around. But enough to make you sit up and take notice of her the next time. She's India's first Indian wrestler to be an under-20 champion, a wrestling champion, not one. She did it the first time in 22, and she went on to defend her title in 2023 in Jordan. Now, the first tournament she ever participated in outside India was 4 years ago when she took part in the Under-15 Asian Championship in Japan, where she won silver. She, in fact, is the only Indian who has taken part in the World Championships and is now going over to join her contingent at Hangzhou Asian Games, with the wrestling event at the Asian Games beginning on October 4th. The World Championships concluded yesterday, with Antim Panghal clinching a bronze medal and with that sealing her spot for Paris Olympics next year. And the first thing that struck you about that was Antim breaking down into tears after the win. Since progressing to the senior level, she has only lost 3 times, including this one. But the 2 times before, at world stage, at a games event, was when she lost for the first time to Vinesh Fogart in the Commonwealth Games trials in 2022, where Fogart edged through just about on the back of a 3-3 result through a slim margin. And then the second loss in the Asian Championships to Japan's Akari Fujinami earlier this year. And then, of course, the World Championships, where she lost in the semi-finals and sobbed uncontrollably. Because to the young girl, this was her first big loss at the world stage. She had never lost to anyone at World Championships. Even after she won the bronze medal bout, she cried her heart out. That just shows us she may be the fierce competitor that we all see her to be, but her heart of hearts, she's a teenager. Someone who wants to celebrate her birthday with streamers and balloons, who enjoys teasing her siblings, who loves her comfort food as soon as she returns home from her wrestling travels, and who especially loves her big pink teddy bear that she was gifted on her birthday. It's ironical that for someone who is named Antim, meaning the end in the Indian language Hindi, her journey in the very savage world of wrestling has only just begun. We continue to stay focused on all the action from Hangzhou in China, and it was another good day for Indian athletes. Here's a roundup of some of the top results from the Asian Games so far.
Keeping you guys on top of the Asian Games updates, let's begin with table tennis. India began its quest at the table tennis event of the Asian Games by beating Yemen in a Group F matchup. G. Sathiyan propelled India to a crackling start. He secured an 11-3, 11-2, 11-6 win over Yemen's Ali Omar Ahmed. Achanta Sharath then kept India's win streak going. He beat Yemen's Ibrahim Abdul Hakim Moham Gobran 11-3, 11-4, 11-6. Harmeet then sealed the victory for India in a thrilling third face-off.
We played against Yemen in the group stages. So we are number 3 in the group. We are the toppers in the group at the moment. It was a very young team. We've played them before. It's been a young team. We beat them 3-0. It's been a good warm-up for us also. This afternoon we'll be up against Singapore. And that will be the important match to finish, to have the positions in the group.
The women's football event at the Asiad began yesterday. India lost to Chinese Taipei 1-2 in the opener. Anju Tamang scored India's only goal. The women's team conceded goals to Lee Chin Lai and Yu Suan Su. Team India's next Group B match is against Thailand this weekend. India also qualified for the modern pentathlon at the Asiad for the first time. Mayank Chapekar from Maharashtra will represent India. The event consists of 5 disciplines: freestyle swimming, equestrian show jumping, pistol shooting, cross-country running and fencing. He's in the 11th spot among 14 contenders after the swimming and the fencing events. In volleyball, after winning 2 back-to-back matches, the men's team took on Chinese Taipei and secured a historic 3-0 win. They won the first 2 games 25-22. The third game ended with a 25-21 scoreline in India's favour. They are now through to the quarter-finals of the event.
Let's talk a bit about the Indian women's football squad. Now, they are in a very tough group this time around in the Asian Games. They're in Group B, and they are ranked 61 in the world. They're paired alongside Chinese Taipei, who ranked 38, again above them, and Thailand ranked 46. Now, it's a tough group to be in after their close loss, especially to Chinese Taipei yesterday. They're gearing up to face Thailand this Sunday. Now, a bit about Indian women's football in Asian Games itself. They have been part of just two editions before this, 1998 and 2014. Now, 1998 was disheartening, to say the least. They were destroyed by Chinese Taipei, losing to them 1-13. And of course, the People's Republic of China knocked them out with a 16-0 win. 2014 was no better, though they managed a win over the Maldives, a comprehensive 15-0 win. They lost to South Korea and Thailand by huge margins. Now they're here in Hangzhou with some renewed energy. They underwent a camp in Odisha under the guidance of their coach, Thomas Dennerby. So who are some of the key faces that we should follow in this squad? Let's take a look. The first one has to be the captain, Ashlata Devi, one of the senior members and the finest defenders in this squad. She made her national debut in the senior team when she was only 18. Devi was key in India's campaign to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics. Number 2 on our list, Manisha Kalyan. She's one of my personal favorites, the rising star and one of the youngest members of the Indian national side. She's the first Indian to be a part of the UEFA Women's Champions League and created history by being the only Indian footballer, male and female, to score a goal in the Champions League. Now that's immense. The third one again is a very senior calming hand, Indumati. Now she's part of that strong midfield, the engine room that assists as well as drives the goals. She's represented the Indian team since 2014. And to round off this list, we can't forget Bala Devi, who's coming back into the side. The senior most of the lot. At 33, she's made a comeback into the setup. She's represented India since 2005. She's played football the world over, training in Spain and also being part of the Scottish Premier League. She's also been part of championship titles in 2010, 2014 and 2016 at the SAF Women's Championship. And she's also a policewoman in the Manipur force. So watch out for these women the next time they get onto the field and make sure you follow them and cheer for them on Sunday when they take on Thailand.